Alrighty, guys and gals, StarCraft fans, young and old, we're heading on to game number 3 in this series, which has just been, both players have been fighting tooth and nail to get this victory. Tied at 1-1, this is the best of 3, so this is the third match. Whoever takes this takes all the WCS points for them. The top left part of the map, we have our blue Zerg player, almost said Terran, but I didn't, but then I did. From Root Gaming, it's YugiOh. And on the bottom right side of Belshir Vestige, LE, it's going to be our red Terran player, LucifroN. Now, if you look back, LucifroN has proxied both games. First game, he went for a proxy that favored Reapers. Actually, he went for a Reaper proxy that was favored on a map that is good for Reapers. Star Station is a map that is great for Reapers. You can jump up essentially everywhere. There's not a cliff that falls off into space. You can just jump up anywhere in their base. It's amazing. The second map was a really great map to double proxy on because it's a 2-player spawning position. And this is another map which is really great for proxying 2 barracks on because you know where your opponent spawns at and you can deal with that. But this time, he's not going for the proxy. He's going to play, I guess, more standard this time. And YugiOh is scouting very early. And that was a pretty early drone scout. He's sending his overlords all the different directions to look for proxying locations, and he's even sending his drone right up here, so he knows right away. YugiOh's like, all right, I've been dealing with these proxy 2 games in a row. I don't want to see it a third time, but if I see it a third time, I want to know about it as soon as possible. So YugiOh playing safe here, does the scout, you know, puts the effort in, the investment into this drone, and almost gets that SCV there, but no manages to sneak out. Drone will get home with an amazing story, talking about how he took on all the SCVs and managed to get out of there alive. YugiOh setting up his natural. Natural's going pretty good. Orbital's coming up, and things are looking good for both players. This may actually be a sort of normal game, which we haven't really been accustomed to in this series, which I definitely don't complain about. I like when players shake it up a little bit. Command center going on the low ground. LucifroN feeling ballsy, feeling confident. Of course, you can easily throw down a bunker relatively soon here. That's what we're probably going to see out of this. And just run some Marines in there. Even gas before pull here. LucifroN's going to scout this out. Sees the hatch coming up. Sees the timing of that spawning pool. Feels pretty comfortable. Doesn't really need to rush into that bunker as quickly as if this pool were just a little bit faster. Double gas going up, so we may see LucifroN get greedy. Is this the game where LucifroN gets greedy, throws down a 3rd command center, gets double gas, and starts teching up? What will he do? He's interested to see if there's a 3rd base for YugiOh, but of course there's no 3rd base over there just yet. We'll see if YugiOh gets up to 3rd base this game. My guess is probably he will. Command center just about done here at the National for LucifroN. Gonna pop that baby into a orbital and start making it rain mules. 4 Marines out. There goes the bunker. 2 Zerglings heading out across the map to do some scouting. Another Queen pop now. Still doesn't have one in his main. Actually, he's walking down here. This is weird. So, he did inject before he came down here, and now he's gonna have 2 queens out in the front. Yeah, you need to send this guy back. That's what I was thinking here, YugiOh. I was like, this is wrong. You don't send your queen from your main to your natural whenever you're making your 3rd queen at your natural, because then you can't do any injects. So yeah, there you go, YugiOh. You had me I was like, what is he doing? Is he going for a triple queen creep tumor rush? Is this the craziest build ever? And I wouldn't put it past a root player, or sorry, I should say a Zerg player on root to do something like that. But nope, he just had a little bit of a misclick sending that queen down there. She was getting a little too frisky. Was out there seeking that blood, wanting to get those delicious Marine kills. And a Roach Warren coming up. We've got 1 gas here in the main, 2nd gas down here at the natural. This may be a little bit more of the Roach Baneling Zergling attack we were looking for. Actually, he's not even getting speed. This is just, this is going to be dirty. And look at these overlords. They're nice overlords all over the place. He can easily sneak across the map without LucifroN knowing about this. A Roach is coming out across the map, and he's got a bunker up. And you know what? You know what's in vogue now for Terran players is it's doing a wall-off like this. Doing a wall-off that goes straight into your orbital command as opposed to doing a wall-off that goes this way, diagonally. Players just started doing this now. I don't know who did it first, but someone needs to get some credit for starting the new trend. This is like the new fashion statement in Terran, like, oh yeah, I'm walling like this. That other wall, like this way? No, that was so 2012, early 2013. No one does that anymore. You do that again, you just look like a sucker. Zergs, if they see you do that, if they see your wall and it doesn't look like the new wall, they'll just laugh at you. They'll walk right in. They don't even care. It's just ridiculous. Speaking of walking right in, this Overlord, oh my god, he sees that. He sees the tech lab, he sees the starport, he knows a Banshee's coming out. So we're going to have a Banshee defense with a couple Marines. YugiOh supply blocked. He's got Banelings. Roaches are heading out across the map. Zerglings, actually, speed is already done. What am I thinking? I thought it wasn't even started. So the Banshee needs to literally carry this game like it's his freaking job because, those Banelings, though. He's going to finish before the... this is so close. These Roaches, they're trying to kill the bunker. They really just need to kill anything else because there's nothing in that bunker to kill. Banelings making their way straight on in there. All the SCVs are going to fall. Yeah! Oh, no, they're only going to take one shot there. The rest of the Banelings looking for something to connect with. Now they take out a couple more Marines, and the Roaches are getting a little bit closer, but the siege tank is up. But has he done a lot of damage? Let's check 15 worker kills. That's pretty good. Worker count, 26 versus 33. The Banshee is there dealing some serious damage. No third base up yet for YugiOh, but he's droning up right now. He did quite a bit of damage, but now he has to deal with the Banshees and Cloak. So LucifroN still in the game, but a little bit behind. He got that siege tank out there, and is this a mech transition? This will be cool. This looks like a mech transition. This will be really nice. And these roaches don't know where to go. I think he's pretty much just buying time. If he doesn't have any spore crawlers back in his main just yet, he only has 2 queens, and he doesn't have anything to deal with those banshees. So it's better off just sacrificing those roaches. Act like you're going to attack with the roaches. Go back to your opponent's base. Sacrifice the roaches. Get up the spore crawlers so you don't lose like 50 drones or something ridiculously insane. Blue flame upgrade coming here. Haven't seen that in forever. Of course, that's due to the Hellbat nerf. And now we've got Hellions and Banshees coming into the Zerg player's base. He does have a spore crawler up. He's got 2 queens back there. The queen dropped so fast, but that Banshee overstayed its welcome. Got eaten up by that spore crawler. And now the Hellions are in the main. Is YugiOh going to line him up? Oh, he lines him up. Tic-tac-toe, baby. Oh, God, they're all dying right there. More go down. That is just a bloodbath. And now 2 more Hellions show up. They are late to the party. They didn't get an invitation. They got lost. They're using Apple Maps. It was terrible. Those guys... You got to show up early. You got to get there on time so you get all the drone kills for yourself. And that's what you got to do as a Hellion player, man. You just got to get there on time. Third base popping up here for YugiOh. Let's check the worker count. 41 versus 27. Damn, he killed a lot of workers there. Look at that. 16 versus 21. LucifroN now dealing some damage back, getting some revenge for that early attack that YugiOh just tried to beat him down with. And the Banshee... Oh, nope. Still alive. She's cool in there. She's alright. Still live to shoot again. Third base up. Drones coming out. Spire coming up. This may actually be the first game where we see a Mutalisk come into play. Third base being built for LucifroN. No gases yet at the natural. Engineering bay coming up. And is this bio? Okay, now he's making a lot of bio. This is just a lot of Hellbats. Or sorry, a lot of Hellions. You know what? That's the problem. You say Hellbats for like months and months and months. No one makes Hellions, and it's just like Hellbats. And I have to like train myself to remember that there's another unit in the game called the Hellion, and it has blue flame upgrade. And they're just gonna toast all these drones. These guys have nowhere to go but up in flames. 8 Mutalisks coming out. He's got a nice wall off with 3 evolution chambers well placed, and of course these roaches are just gonna buy as much time as possible. This many Hellions, they're just chewing through these roaches, and these Zerglings need to come in here and deal some damage, but they're slowly getting picked off. And these Hellions can just... I almost did it again there. These guys are getting a lot of kills, but the mutas are out, and those guys are going to be forced to retreat there. Let's check the unit loss tab. 5,200 versus 3,600. So the Terran player getting the better of the harassless game, getting better of the damage dealt. And these Hellions don't know when to go away. They're just like, yeah, well... Those mutas were cool, but they're not around anymore. And the missile turrets aren't up yet. The turrets are still being built. Oh my god. Oh, actually, one's up there. And there's one in the natural, but he's going to lose the siege tank. That's going to be bad. The one at the front is still going to get up. The siege tank still goes down. So he's trying to make some damage happen here with these Mutalisks to even up the game a little bit. His third is up, but he doesn't have anything over there, unfortunately. But we have 3 Banshees going into the natural with Cloak, and he doesn't have any detection except for this way up here. He can just kill this Hatcher if he wants to. This is ridiculous. The back and forth attacks from both players here. LucifroN loves to attack. Is he in vision? Does he see it? He sees it. He can kill both of them. He can kill all 3 of them. Nope, he's out of vision now. Muta's full retreat. They had to deal with those Banshees. 7 more drones coming out. We got some Widow Mines being produced, and we'll probably see this swapped over to a reactor in a little bit. Banshee's still being a pain in the ass, but they will die. No, they're not going to die right there. I thought they were going to get at least 1, maybe 2, but that was just terrible. He's actually going to split up all his Banshees. Amazing play there with the Banshee. Splits up all of them and only manages to lose 1. I think that was even the lower HP Banshee. That was about as perfect as they could get for LucifroN. Great control there. Pretty good, decent-sized Zergling force on the left side of the map. Muta's on the right side with no upgrades just yet. He's working on those Zergling upgrades, those melee upgrades, armor, +1/+1. And now we got Stim being researched, +1 just about done, +1 armor as well, LucifroN. He's got some Widow Mines, he's got some Hellions. He doesn't have combat shields though, and he's extremely low on medevacs, and by extremely low, I mean he's got 0. So even if he had Stim, he probably wouldn't want to be stimming right now. Trying to bait those Banshees, or sorry, those Mutalisks over there into those Widow Mines. Not going to happen. Pulling that Overseer out. Definitely mandatory. Once you see those Widow Mines out in the field, you just need to fly around with that Overseer to pick off those Widow Mines. Otherwise, pick off those Widow Mines with those Mutalisks. Otherwise, those Widow Mines will just slaughter a Zerg player. And one wrong move, and you can lose a whole batch of Zerglings or a whole flock of Mutalisks. 4 Hellions trying to relive the memories of olden days when their brothers that went in there and killed numerous numbers of drones. They tried to go in there and honor them, but only managed to kill just a couple. 2 more gases going up for Zerg player YugiOh in third base. Third base also going up for LucifroN, even getting some AA up there. Definitely has to deal with that. Has to keep those Mutas in check, but we're going to have Mutas on the right, Zerglings on their left. Let's see how this is going to be controlled here. Banshees showing up, and they'll just get killed. That is Banshees, yeah, in the wrong spot at the wrong time, buddy. Left side of the map, but we have Zerglings the wrong place at the wrong time. Those Marines shred these Zerglings. Maybe get 1 SCV kill. Yeah, looks like 1 SCV kill on that. Didn't work out too well. A couple Marines being brought over here to the main to hold up this one factory. It's producing some units out. Now we got the reactor there on the starport. And we even have drilling claws being researched here. 2-2 on the way for our Terran player getting that bio out. So 57 versus 63. This is supply. The Terran player is favored, so the Terran player is in the lead here. We got some nice upgrades. Still working on combat shield. I'm going to be a little disappointed because all those upgrades are really closely timed here. I'm going to be disappointed if LucifroN goes in for a big engagement before all 4 of these finish. If he just goes in, does a little bit of poking, falls back, that'll be good. Apply some pressure, kill some creep tumors. That'll work out really well, but this may be his downfall if he attacks before these upgrades finish. We'll see. We'll see. Good job here with the Marines, splitting them up, keeping them out in the front for scouting purposes. Scans going down. You don't have to send your whole army to kill creep tumors. You can just use a couple of them. Marines do a lot of damage. I don't know if you've heard, but Marines kill stuff pretty quickly. Bailey's walking straight in there. Oh, that was close. And he did a full stim. Uh-oh. That was definitely not needed, and he doesn't have that many medevacs right now to deal with that. At the same time, Muta are going to clear out this third base, and this is the moment. Is this the moment he's been looking for? No! Those Widow Mines making some connects there, baby. And with that, more Mutas, Banelings showing up to the party, but it's not enough. The Mutas have completely managed to lose almost all these Mutas to Marines down here. It's only like 3 left over here, but the Banelings make some big connects, and a lot of Marines are dead. Both players trading feverishly this game, and more Banelings are really... Oh, more go down. The supplies have just been completely dropping. It seems like the aggressive player has been losing on the aggressive side, and the defensive player has been getting gains, but it's kind of been counteracting each player. They've been winning on the aggressive side and dying on the defensive, sorry, vice versa. But both players don't know what the term chill out means. Check how many mutas are in the field. 9 now, so he definitely lost a lot of mutas with that attack on the 3rd. Delayed mining for a while, killed a couple SCVs, but ultimately it's still up and running for both players. They got the 3rd base up. A lot of workers killed here for both players. 38 for our Terran player and 21 kills for our Zerg player. So now the upgrades are done for the Terran player. I like that. He's working on 3-3 right away, and he's got a little bit of a window here where his upgrades, his 2-2 is done, but the Zerg player's upgrades are not. Drops going in the main. LucifroN knows those drops work so well versus YugiOh. He's going to keep that trend up, and there's only a Spore Crawler in the main. He's going to scout out this 4th base over here and easily be able to drop on that. But the mutas sniff it out. They'll fly over there and kill that lickety split, but will this buy LucifroN enough time to move into position, get those Widow Mines in place? But I doubt it. There's not that many Marines here, and he's got a lot of Zerglings. Actually, no Zerglings, but just a ton of Banelings. Widow Mines connecting so well. But those guys do sacrifice their life for that. More Banelings showing up in the party, and the mutas can easily show up in time to deal with the rest of these forces. And LucifroN just doesn't have enough to really commit here and deal a lot of damage. He's forced to retreat. So the overall, YugiOh having a really good defense there, taking out that drop and only losing a couple Banelings, and not even losing his infestation pit over here on the right side of the map. Good spread on those Widow Mines, but of course there's nothing over here to defend that except for a couple Zerglings. And this, if YugiOh goes for it, he can just walk in here, clear out all these Banelings. Sorry, not all the Banelings, all the Widow Mines, and LucifroN's going to not really have a foothold that he once had in this position. 2 more Widow Mines going down here, and this is not looking good for LucifroN. He needs to watch out for the Banelings. The Banelings splits are pretty good. Widow Mine does get 1 connect in there, but he does fall back. And supply now favoring YugiOh with just 5 supply lead here. This is just they're just trading so much on this right side of the map. Look at the rocks. The rocks are half-life. Look at this. Almost 1,000 damage has been done to this rock. To these rocks, and no one has even attacked it. This is just from splash damage from all the Banelings and Widow Mines that have been blowing up in this position. That is hilarious. So much action on this little choke point here. So we have an attack on the left side of the map as well. He's moving in to take out the 3rd base. Banelings on patrol. They connect pretty well, but mutas are also there to clean up the rest of that. Does die, but look at this on the right side. LucifroN isn't everywhere at the exact same time. Loses all those forces to a couple Banelings. And LucifroN's constant pressure that he pulled off so well in Game 1 isn't really working out for him here in Game 3. And slowly YugiOh, I can't tell if he's slowly getting map control back. He's pushing LucifroN all the way across the map. He's got his creep spread out. He's got 4 bases. LucifroN just now settling on his 3rd. He's got plenty of gases up. He's got defenses at each base. What is over here? Okay, those are changelings. And Banelings take on those Widow Mines really quick. Oh, whoa, that was a great connect on both of those Widow Mines there, killing out all of those Zerglings. This whole force here gets completely gutted, and LucifroN, with that nice Widow Mine hit, manages to stay in this fight just a little bit longer. A lot of money here building up for YugiOh. He's got the hive done. He can easily get some ultras here. I'd really like to see some ultras come out of YugiOh. Wouldn't surprise me. LucifroN split up his forces. Forces on the left, getting picked up, getting turboed out of there. Going to try and keep those mutas busy while he presses up the right side of the map. But with all these 3 spine crawlers here, okay, speaking 3 spine crawlers here, short of just a ton of Marines walking forward here, these Widow Mines are not going to do anything. And a really great use of static defense from YugiOh. And this just seems like the game that, okay, so he pushed in a lot of Marines here. He does manage to take out all 3 of those spine crawlers, but he bought himself enough time that he's not even losing the infestation pit. Oh, scratch that, he loses the infestation pit, but he doesn't lose that many workers. And this attack on the right gets dealt with, but a lot of Zerglings making their way down to 3rd here. The harassment goes down, and both these players constantly attacking and defending at the exact same time. So much action in these games. And these Zerglings I guess LucifroN didn't see him burrow. He didn't see him burrow, and those guys are going to pop up here in just a second. Once he feels now is the time to go for it. A couple more SCVs are going to go down to this harass. And the medevacs are there, but 1 goes down, and a couple more are going to die. Probably 2. Yeah, just, okay, reinforcements do show up. Scan goes down. Now he's aware there's a burrow, but we have an attack up here at the top. Oh, Baneling's getting busted all over the place through the Widow Mines. YugiOh needs to watch out. Those Widow Mines can still severely, oh my god, great Widow Mine hits here. And what does he have to deal with this? Okay, he's got a lot more Banelings coming out, 16 more Banelings, 28 more Zerglings coming here. But he is gonna lose his base, maybe not. So many Banelings. The Widow Mines, okay, good split, but he still loses all those Banelings there. 2 of those Marauders, and the Marauders are still alive, and this base will fall. There's no forces here not enough to defend this, and YugiOh is going to be forced to retreat, and a Widowmine drops in the back over here. He already has 3 kills. This guy, he will fortunately get taken out. Did he just walk in some Widowmines like past those spine crawlers? The spine crawlers are back up. The Marines and Marauders get surrounded. Do they walk into the circling? No! Big Widowmine hit there. Another one. And another one. Almost everything is dead over there. We do have a drop in the main. The GG from YugiOh. Oh my god, LucifroN. LucifroN definitely earns those 2 games. He earned both these victories. YugiOh definitely played better in Game 3 than he did in Game 1. Controlling the drops a lot better. Of course, he didn't have to deal with that early game harass. He got the mutas out. He was controlling the drops really well, but it seemed like those Widowmines, just there were so many times this game where Widowmines just connected and did a significant number of kills. Like right here, 11 kills on this guy, 11 kills on this guy. And there were multiple times where those Widowmines, even on the 4th base over there, 6 kills, 3 kills, 0 kills, but there's a lot of times this game where those Widowmines just had big connects. LucifroN splitting up his forces, really forcing YugiOh to multitask to his limits, and it wasn't enough. LucifroN takes this series 2-1, 2 well-earned victories, and that was just a great series, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like my stuff, leave some comments. Let me know how it's going. If you enjoyed the games, I'm going to commentate some more stuff from Dreamhack. If you want to stay tuned for that, subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EonChikino. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.